Stevenage looking for a league and cup double. At Vale Park, Port Vale are looking for everything to work in their favour, and they need to beat mid-table Shrews to make the playoffs. Port Vale were 13th and in peril, so if they made the playoffs, it would be a wonderful leap, Naz Premji.
It certainly would, but they've made the most horrendous of starts, Gabby. They are a goal down, literally as you join me. Chris Bright bursting through, edge of the area, planted a shot into the bottom corner, past Chris Martin, the helpless Chris Martin in the Port Vale goal. The Valiants potentially a final day victory away from the League Two playoffs. They need to do it the hard way, though. They are a goal down here. Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 1.
At the moment, as things stand, it's not going so well for Port Vale at Vale Park. Naz Premji, you can tell us why?
Yeah, Gabby, Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 1. Chris Bright's second goal of the season has stunned Vale Park a little. The hosts, who need to win to sneak into the playoffs and hope results elsewhere go their way, have been the better side throughout this opening period, but Bright fired in that shot into the bottom corner on 10 minutes, and it's kind of stunned the crowd and stunned Mickey Adams' team into action. They've had chances. Mark Richards has had a free kick that was bustled into the wall, and the rebound nearly fell in, and there was another free kick where Richards had a volley, went straight into the side netting, but Port Vale just getting a little bit anxious. Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 1.
And to Vale Park, where I imagine the mood is quite similar, Naz Premji.
Yes, Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 1. Gabby, no pressure cooker here, more like a simmering saucepan, and Port Vale really have been poor since they went behind. They have tried and tried and tried to blow the Shrewsbury house down, and their decision-making in the final third's not been too good. Mark Richards with the best chance of volley into the side netting, but they've really not tested the Shrewsbury defence at all, and it is just going into end of season fare here. Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 1.
Top of the charts. Let's go to Oakwell. Naz Premji's got a goal.
Certainly have, Gabby. Barnsley 0, Derby County 1. The visitors going ahead through Dean Leacock. Ben Pringle swung in a corner from the right. Luke Steele came, missed his punch completely. It fell to Leacock, who headed in past the hapless Tykes goalkeeper. Barnsley 0, Derby County 1.
Thanks very much, Naz. Let's go to Oakwell and check in with Naz Premji. It's Barnsley against Derby. How's it going, Naz?
Still Barnsley 0, Derby County 1, but the home side really are pressing for this leveller here. They've had efforts just very recently from Diego Arismendi and Gary O'Connor, cleared off the line following a Barnsley corner, and Adam Hamill in the Barnsley midfield, like a greyhound. He's like a whippet in the middle of the park, really wanting the ball and trying to create things for the home side. Derby, though, still lead and have had chances to go further ahead themselves, but it's still Barnsley 0, Derby County 1.
Let's go to Oakwell now. Naz Premji watching Barnsley against Derby. Describe the first half for us, Naz.
Yeah, half-time, Barnsley 0, Derby County 1. Really entertaining opening period with visitors in front, thanks to Dean Leacock's early goal in the game. The Tykes have tried to hit back, though, and they came closest just a minute from the break. A late corner. Both Diego Arismendi and Gary O'Connor had efforts cleared off the line. It is end-to-end, 5 corners to 3, the count in favour of the visitors. And on the theme of the papal visit, maybe the Tykes need inspiration from their former legend at the break, Owen Archdeacon, who's featured in the matchday programme. At the break, it is Barnsley 0, Derby County 1.
Thank you, Naz. I bet you worked hard for that one. We're going to head straight to Oakwell, though, in the Championship, because Naz Premji, an early goal.
Certainly is. Barnsley 1, Derby County 1. Adam Hamill robbing Dean Moxey midfield area, scampered into the box like a greyhound from the left-hand side, and they've just gone close again. Could be a second here, but Adam Hamill has got them level here. He robbed Dean Moxey, scampered into the box, shot from the right-hand side, and Stephen Bywater is facing all sorts of tornadoes at the moment. Barnsley really fired up. Barnsley 1, Derby County 1.
Let's go to Naz Premji and check in there at Oakwell, Barnsley Derby.
Still Barnsley 1, Derby County 1, though. The visitors came very close to retaking the lead. It was a cross from Dean Moxey. Don't know what on earth Luke Steele was doing. He spilled it Thankfully, his defenders were there to clear off the line. One change for the Rams as well. Alberto Bueno's gone off, Stephen Pearson on for them. End-to-end at the moment, Adam Hamill, absolutely superb for the home side. Still, all square, Barnsley 1, Derby County 1.
Thank you, Naz. An incident at Goodison Park. Harry Gratian, what's going on?
Yes, well, Fellaini's just got a yellow card, possibly a bit lucky to stay on because he...
were tiring, and indeed they have done. Stephen Dobby has just scored Swansea City's second. Terrific goal, clean through, smashed it past Joe Murphy. The Swans are looking beautiful. Swansea City 2, Scunthorpe United 0.
Thank you, Jason. To Oakwell now. Naz Premji, it was one apiece last time we checked in.
Still is. Barnsley 1, Derby County 1. Both these teams, though, really going for it. Chances at either end. Miss of the day. Have watched this on the Football League show. Dean Leacock played in Shefki Kuchi. Was all on his own. Really should have scored. Hit the side netting for Derby. At the other end, Gary O'Connor's just gone close with a header from a corner. End to end, but still level. Barnsley 1, Derby County 1.
Naz, thank you.
Another good start for a League Two side. Macclesfield at Leicester. Naz Premji.
Leicester City 0, Macclesfield Town 1, totally against the run of play. Matt Hamshaw with Macclesfield's first corner, swung it in from the left, and there was Nat Brown, looping header past Conrad Logan. It's been all Leicester so far, but Macclesfield lead. Leicester City 0, Macclesfield Town 1.
2-2 for Nat Brown. Good start to the season for him in that game. They drew 2-2 at Stevenage in the weekend. He scored at the Walker Stadium tonight. League Two side.
Back for Constable, who followed his pass, and he rifled it in the back of the net, 3-1.
6 in 6 for him. Oxford have 3. Macclesfield had 1 last time. We were at the Walkers Stadium. Naz Premji.
Still Leicester City 0, Macclesfield Town 1. Since the goal, though, Leicester have come forward and they forced a fair few corners here. From one of them, Paul Gallagher swung the ball in, and Danny Gesson powered a header which thundered off the post with the goalkeeper Vega beaten all ends up. But the League Two side still lead here. It's Leicester City 0, Macclesfield Town 1.
League Two side having a great time last time we were at Sixfields. Is there any hope for Brighton? Brian Seymour. Right, lots of goals to catch up on. Let's start at the Walkers Stadium, where it's now 1-1. Naz Premji.
Macclesfield Town 1, as you say, Ed, the equaliser. It's been coming, and it was courtesy of Robbie Nelson. A shot from Steve Howard, a net ripper, absolute thunderbolt, which was saved by Vega, parried into the path of the defender, and Robbie Nelson 4 yards out, couldn't miss. It's Leicester City 1, Macclesfield Town 1.
His first goal for Leicester. As you can see, we've got an early goal in the game at the Walkers Stadium, and Leicester have turned things round. Naz Premji.
2, Macclesfield Town 1, right at the beginning of this second half. Matty Fryer turned Sean Brisley inside out on the left-hand side, danced his way into the box and fired a shot low past Jose Vega, the Cape Verde international. It's Leicester City 2, Macclesfield Town 1.
Another goal at the Walkers Stadium. Leicester further in front, or Macclesfield back level. Naz Premji.
Leicester further in front, Ed. Leicester City 3, Macclesfield Town 1. Richie Wellens, a through ball to Matty Fryatt. Fryatt made no mistake from about 10 yards out past Vega. Leicester in cruise control. Leicester City 3, Macclesfield Town 1.
His first double, Fryatt, since last October. Leicester in charge, having been behind against Macclesfield. Macclesfield, can they fight back against Leicester? As you can see, they've got a second goal. Let's hear about it. Naz Premji.
Leicester City 3, Macclesfield Town 2. Yeah, Vinnie McKendy with a header. It was Matt Hamshaw supplying the ammunition again across from the right-hand side. The substitute McKendy made no mistake with a header past Logan. The comeback could be on. It's Leicester City 3, Macclesfield Town 2.
Crew nearly made it hard for Derby, very nearly to rejoin Jose Mourinho, subject to a medical and the player agreeing personal terms. The fee has been agreed, so 6 years at Chelsea. It looks like Carvalho's stay at Chelsea is over. More on that a little bit later on. Right, back to the Carling Cup. Let's go straight to the Walkers Stadium. Leicester against Macclesfield. Is there another goal, Naz Premji?
There is, Ed. Leicester City 4, Macclesfield Town 2. Richie Wellens on target for the Foxes. Howard with the cross. Wellens simply couldn't miss 10 yards out. Leicester City 4, Macclesfield Town 2.
To another one of the games of the night. Leicester against Macclesfield, goal number 7. Who this time, Naz Premji?
It's the visitors' end. It's Leicester City 4, Macclesfield Town 3. Tyrone Barnett's shot only parried by Conrad Logan in the Leicester goal. There was Colin Daniel on the left-hand side, tap in from a couple of yards. Macclesfield back in it with a sneaky shout. Leicester City 4, Macclesfield Town 3.
Barnsley haven't won in the last 12 games in all competitions. They're up against the Crystal Palace side who've won both of their games so far this season. There's been a goal. Which way has it gone? Naz Premji.
It's Barnsley 1, Crystal Palace 0. Jeff, a lovely ball in from Jay McEvely from the left-hand side, and Patrick McCarthy inadvertently diverted the ball past Julian Speroni for a comical own goal. It's Barnsley 1, Crystal Palace 0.
Comical own goal, but you won't see George Burley laughing, that is for sure, as Barnsley take the lead.
OK, in the Johnson's Paint Trophy, let's get the latest between Oldham and Shrewsbury. Our reporter is there with the latest.
Yes, it's Oldham Athletic 0, Shrewsbury Town 0. We're just about to get underway in the second period here. It's been the League One side who've been dominant so far, but they've yet to breach the Shrews backline. Dale Stevens and Chris Taylor have gone close. At the other end, strikers Jake Robinson and Matt Harrold have yet to seriously test Dean Brill in the home goal. Just about to get underway in the second period. Still Oldham Athletic 0, Shrewsbury Town 0.
OK, let's check on the result of Oldham versus Shrewsbury. That's over as well. Naz Premji is there.
Yes, it's finished here. Oldham Athletic 0, Shrewsbury Town 1. A real smash and grab for the visitors, completely against the run of play. On a rare foray forward, the visitors played the ball to Kevin McIntyre. The midfielder drilled a low shot past homekeeper Dean Brill. It proved to be the winner and the only goal of the game here at Boundary Park. It's finished Oldham Athletic 0, Shrewsbury Town 1.
Let's go and hear how Mickey Adams' Port Vale side have taken the lead at Valley Parade. Watching that one for us is Naz Premji.
Yes, Bradford City 0, Port Vale 1, a corner from the right. Anthony Griffiths swung it in, and Mark Richards was there with a close-range header past McLaughlin. Port Vale lead. It's Bradford City 0, Port Vale 1.
Yeah, Port Vale got more points away from home than at home last season. They've actually won both of their away league games so far this season as well. They've not won 3 in a row for 81 years, so maybe a little bit of history in the making at Valley Parade. So let's go and hear about a second goal for Port Vale from Naz Premji.
Yes, Bradford City 0, Port Vale 2, completely against the run of play, Jeff. It was a poor back pass which John McLaughlin in the Bradford goal miscontrolled, and Justin Richards really couldn't miss from a couple of yards out. As I said, against the run of play, but it's Bradford City 0, Port Vale 2.
Yeah, 2-0. The Richards boys doing the business once again. Justin Richards 5 goals this season. Mark Richards 4 goals. They're going to be a handful, aren't they, for defenders? Let's hear about the first goal for Southampton under Nigel Adkins' reign. They lead by a goal to 0 at Sheffield Wednesday. Naz Premji.
Yes, Jeff, after 8.5 hours without a goal, the Saints are ahead here. Lee Barnard capitalising on a midfield mistake by the Owls. He made no mistake past Nicky Weaver. It's Sheffield Wednesday 0, Southampton 1.
Now, are Everton ever going? You can see that Nottingham Forest are back in it at Oakwell. Watching that one, Naz Premji.
Barnsley 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Lewis McGugan with a run and firing a shot past Luke Steele from just outside the box. It was a great goal, Jeff. They're back in it. It's Barnsley 2, Nottingham Forest 1.
And he's got 5 in his last 6. And talking of sides who are back